Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's games for Wednesday, January the 8th. Hopefully, you guys all had a pretty good day in the NBA yesterday. Hopefully, some of my picks did pretty good for you guys. Some of them sucked. Wood was trash. He just didn't get enough minutes. Wiggins was amazing. He was definitely man, he did terrible. Davis did bad. There's a lot of really bad plays yesterday. Cash lines wasn't too high because of it. And obviously AD got hurt as well, so that killed a lot of my lines as well. So overall, it was kind of a messy day for sure. A lot of players that did not do good yesterday. So hopefully you guys avoided them and did pretty good. So anyway, we are looking to hit today's slate. We do have a couple injuries, so as normal, keep in mind. I'm doing this early in the morning, so change it out if you when how you see fit. So yeah, let's get into it. As normal, I got my player pool and some early projection for you guys. So if you could leave a like, I do appreciate it. And also, if you guys are new here, hit that sub button. We do almost every single day NBA advice videos for you guys for Fanduel. So with that being said, let's get into our first one. San Antonio and Boston in this one. I don't have much. I have three guys so far. We don't know what's going on with Walker. If he's out, I'll probably might add Smart, might add Brown and Hayward, but I don't know if that's really just the best spot for him. I do think I would add Smart. Hayward, Brown, and Tatum have all been really bad. I'll have to see what this total is. Um, we'll just have to see if it's anywhere around 218 ish higher. I might put in a couple more guys, but I just don't see this game playing too fast. So as of now, I got Ennis Cantor in there. Daniel Theis is game time decision. So if he's out for some reason, you could maybe look at Grant Williams. I don't know if he'll get a lot of run. I don't know if you really need him, but he did have 25 minutes last game against Washington. He doesn't really shoot a lot. Kind of just an all around guy. Gets a couple rebounds here and there. So you could definitely look at him only if Daniel Theis is out in this one. Aldridge price came down maybe 36. Boston does give up a lot of rebounds to power forward slash center, so you can look at him. Like I said, I got Canner a little bit lower at 24.5 than I usually do, just because it's not really the best game for him. But like I said, you could definitely look at him. You can look at Rudy Gay, but he's just so up and down. He's been pretty good recently, but it's Rudy Gay. Anything could happen with him. And DeRozan, I got him at 35. Price actually dropped, and he's looking half decent for the most part for only 35 points. I think he can easily get that for you here in this one. And Smart, I definitely will bump him up there a little bit if Kimba Walker is out. DeJounte Murray is worth a look if you want to go that way in GPPs. All right, moving on. Toronto and Charlotte. We have a 2-9 and Toronto by 3. So Toronto did get beat by Portland. They had a big lead and they lost it there with Carmelo's buzzer beater at the end. So kind of sucks for him. It is a back-to-back. I expect Fred VanVleet to be out once again. Powell should be out once again. So kind of like it was yesterday with the rotations. Anyway, I do like Lowry. They only have a 3 spread on this game. So if they think for some reason this game's going to stay close, you got to have Lowry in there. I got him at 41. He could easily go up a little bit higher. Like I said, it is a 3 spread as of now. So they expect this one to be a good close game for sure. I don't have him in here as of now, but you can definitely look at Patrick McCall. Had 23 points against Portland. His usage rate's just not good enough for me. He's an okay play, but he definitely could burn you a little bit. So GPP only for me. I don't know if I'm gonna play him, but he is worth a look if you're going that way. Don't really have anyone there. I got Ibaka at 34.5. Charlotte is the worst team against power forward, so I think that's going to help him and RHJ out as well, since we all know RHJ helps out at the power forward position. So I do like both of those guys for sure. Ibaka playing a lot of center, but like I said, they switch on and off power forward and center. So RHJ and Ibaka are both very solid options here for me tonight. And that is mostly it. So I mostly have Toronto guys in this one. Ibaka, RHJ, and Lowry are my top three from this game. All right, moving on. Miami and Indiana. Honestly, I don't have much in this game. We'll have to see what's going on with Sabonis. I do expect him to play. He did return the game, so I do think he's going to play in this one. A couple that I don't mind here is Bam. and Myers Leonard. Interesting. I get it, but Bam's been playing actually a lot at the center position. Leonard, power forward slash center, but Bam plays most of the center, even though he's listed as a power forward. And Indiana is the worst team against centers, as you see here, giving up a combined 42.8 fantasy points per game and a really high 59% field goal percentage out there. So I don't think a lot of people are going to have Bam, but he hasn't been that great. But Indiana's not that great against power forward slash centers. So I do like Bam, and I also put in Myers Leonard in a GPP only. $3,600 last two games, 19.9 and 26.3. I don't mind him here. Like I just mentioned, Indiana not that great against power forward slash centers, so I'm gonna give him a shot. Only 19. I got him at. If he burns me, he does, but he's playing half decent recently, and against a relatively easy defense at his position. Washington and Orlando, we have no total, probably around a 218, 220, maybe even a little higher. We'll have to see, but I don't mind a couple Orlando guys in this one. We get a bump here for them. So Vukovic, solid option. I got him at 42. Aaron Gordon, cash game 29 to 30 in this one. Another guy I don't mind is Terrence Ross. He's actually been playing pretty good recently. 33, 27, and 24 in his last three. His usage rate is very solid, 29, 28, and 25 in his last three games. So Terrence Ross definitely going to be in a lot of my lineups. Fournier is worth a look, but he hasn't been that great. If Beal is out for some reason, Jordan McRae, Ish Smith, both those guys will be in my player pool for sure if Beal gets announced out. And also don't mind some Marquez Fultz in this one. Had a bad one against Utah, but besides that, his last three out of his last four have been pretty solid. Had 20 shots against Brooklyn, so I don't mind some Marquez Fultz here for 27.5, and also don't mind some DJ Augustine. You could even bump him up to 25. Another guy that's been pretty solid for the most part as well, coming off the bench. And like I said, they're facing Washington, not too afraid of their defense. So I definitely like both those guys. Maybe have one or two Orlando guys in your lineup. They're relatively cheap, so I do like a couple of them here tonight. All right, moving on. We've got Houston and Atlanta. We've got a 235 in Houston by 8, so Russell Westbrook will not play in this one. Not much really changes usage wise. Obviously, Harden goes up like I think 8 to 10%. Besides that, no one really goes up in usage. Eric Gordon does go up, but it's Eric Gordon, so I don't know if I really want to play him. So yeah, I got Trae Young in this one. Should be a relatively high scoring game. Got 45.5 for him. I like him. I do. Should be a high scoring as I just mentioned, and he should put up some shots in this one. I got Harden at 62. That's a no brainer. He's going to be very popular without no Westbrook. Kevin Herter, this dude has been playing pretty good as well, and Houston is not good against against the shooting guard position. The second worst team against the shooting guard position here so far, right behind the Golden State Warriors. So that's not good. And Herter, he has been on fire 38, 37, 43, and 35. He is almost a near lock. And look at the minutes this dude is playing 39, 41, and 34. So I love Kevin Herter getting some rebounds and stuff like that. So he should be awesome in a very solid spot as well. Don't have much going on here. You could definitely look at DeAndre Hunter in a GPP. He had 26 his last game. Besides that, he's been kind of iffy, but it is a total almost at 240, so you can definitely look at him. He might get you 20 to 23 in this one. Collins, they dropped him down to $7,400. I mean, I guess it went up 100, but had a couple bad games here. Houston not that great, and high total. I got him at 36. Could even bump him up to 37 in this one. I do like him. And Capella, I got him at 40. Atlanta's not that great of a rebounding team against centers, so I think he could easily get you 40 in this one. Not too afraid of Alex Lynn for the most part, so I do like Capella. And usage rate kind of stays the same, maybe one or two higher with Westbrook, but still should get you at least an easy double here in this one. So that's what we got going on. Definitely going to be stacking that game, which a lot of other people will as well. Denver and Dallas, 217 and Dallas by 3 here in this one. So I got Luka Doncic. I got him at 55.5. I'm going to play Harden, so Doncic's not going to be available for me, but he's still probably my second favorite expensive guy, right behind Harden if you want to go that way. Will Bart is going to be out this one, so Murray gets a little bit of a bump in his usage, so I don't mind him. And he's been pretty solid, 41, 53, and 39 in his last three. And Dallas, as you see, they're not the best against point guards. So I got him at 33.5. He could easily get you that for sure. Moving on to small forward, as I mentioned, Will Barton is out, and Michael Porter Jr.'s usage rate with Barton being out is 24%. I think he may get the start in this one. We'll have to see. He's listed obviously power forward, but he's a small forward, power forward. We'll have to see if he starts. It would be really nice if he did get the start. They could. I don't know exactly who they're gonna start if he didn't start. Maybe Craig, or yeah, I don't see him starting any of those guys. So hopefully he starts. I don't think we're gonna get word on it. Maybe, but probably not. But I still don't mind Michael Porter. Definitely keep an eye on that throughout the day. But he should, even if he doesn't start, be half decent. He's only $3,900. I don't have Jokic personally. That's just me. He had one good game, but I'm just not really feeling him here too much. So a little bit of share of Murray, maybe one of Luka Doncic, and a couple of Michael Porter Jr. All right, Chicago, New Orleans, no total in this one here. Drew Holiday is going to be out once again in this one. Who else are we? Wendell Carter is also out as well. So Wendell Carter's out. He played like basically a half last game, so we got a little bit of an idea where Chicago was going to go with Wendell Carter being out, and Daniel Gafford, he got a little bit of extra run, as you see there, played 25 minutes, so he could get the start here tonight. Even if he doesn't, he's still going to have a pretty good amount of run here in this one, and I expect his ownership to be relatively high. So 4,700, not the cheapest, but I still like him. You can go Thaddeus Young as well. I don't have him, but I think you can look at him. Even with Wendell Carter going out, usage rate was basically the same. Minutes were the same. He had 35, but that was because he had a couple more steals and blocks than normal. So if you took those away, he still only got you about 18 to 20. So he's okay, but would rather have Daniel Gafford in this one. Marketing, I got him at 31, $6,300, and he didn't do too bad. 38 with Mr. Wendell Carter being out, had a couple extra rebounds as well. So 6,300 if his ankle stays together, then he's not too bad either. Favors, I got him for 32.5. I really like Ingram. His usage rate is over 32 to 33 with Drew Holiday being out, and we saw that last time. Had 26 shots against Utah. Honestly, one of my favorite plays. Hopefully he goes relatively underowned because I really like Brandon Ingram in this one, and another guy that I think goes underowned is Etuan Moore. I kind of been talking about him the last couple games, last couple videos, but I just never put him in, and it looks like they're playing him pretty well. Had 28 minutes with a loss against Utah. Had 28 points for the most part. Besides that Sacramento game, he's still putting up quite a bit of shots here. So probably going to take a shot with Etuan Moore. Drew Holiday being out even helps a little bit more. So I do have a little bit of each one here. Another guy, man, a lot of really good plays out here. I got Zach LaVine at 40.5. Wendell Carter's out, so that might help his usage, maybe one point, not too much, but still, he's been shooting pretty good. 26, 21, and 23 shots in his last three, so he's looking pretty solid. I might even bump him up a little bit higher. And then you got Redick here, 27 and 27 in his last two. Redick's Redick. He's going to get some three-point shots, so definitely don't mind putting him in there. You can go hard, but I'm not really feeling it. Lonzo Ball. Chicago is really good against the point guard, so I don't have him too high. I got him at 31. I'm a little cautious about that, but still, he has been very solid, even against a good Laker defense that I told you guys that I didn't really like him against. So, I mean, he's putting up his shots. He's looking pretty confident in them. So you can even bump him up to 32, 33. Satoransky, that's just if you need someone at 6K, but there's some better options out there. But it can get you 27, 28 at really, really low ownership. All right, honestly, Knicks and Utah, I have absolutely nobody from this game. The Knicks are actually not too bad of a defense on paper. They're actually pretty good at every position. I get they're really bad, but their offense is just as bad. So I'm sorry, is bad. So I'm just not really feeling this one. Should be a blowout, a low scoring game in my opinion. So it's a back to back for New York. They just played the Lakers and got annihilated. So I'm not really feeling that game at all. Milwaukee and Golden State, same kind of deal going on in this one. I do have a couple plays in this one. I don't expect Milwaukee guys to really play much in this game. Golden State just got annihilated by Sacramento the other night, so Milwaukee should be able to do just as good or even better. I got Dante here in this one. Hill is going to be out, so I actually like him at 23.5. Going to get a little bit extra usage there off the bench since he is back on the bench with Wesley Matthews being back. So I don't mind Dante. 23.5 is solid. Middleton, he's playing Um, Giannis, I got him at 55. He's still having a little bit of an injury, so I don't think they're really gonna, need him at all in the fourth quarter. They just don't need him. Plus, they're not gonna really want to risk an injury with him. So, got him at 55, and that's mostly it. One guy that you can look at if you desperately just want to punt is Robin Lopez. I didn't mention him in my player pool, but if you think it could be a blowout, this guy could go out there and go get, who knows, maybe 18 to 20, maybe 22 points. That's just if he just goes out there. But as you see, not really reliable with his minutes at all. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. I'll give you guys a couple picks that I am looking at. So I do like Trey Young. If you can't get him, Lowry's a solid option, as I mentioned. Lonzo Ball as well. So you could easily go Marquez Fultz and go Lowry. And then shooting guard, you have to go James Harden, I think, in this spot. And then Kevin Herter, I love him, I really do. Small forward, I gotta go Ingram. I don't know if I can get all these guys in there. I'm gonna have to go relatively cheap. I forgot who else I liked. Oh yeah, each one more. There he is at 4,200. That gives you 5,200 per. We're gonna have to go Daniel Gafford here. There he is. 47. That gives you 54. Let me go look at some of my cheat sheet over here for you and see what else I got. All right. That was a little weird. I don't know why he's doing that. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this thing's being like that. All right. Well, it's not gonna give me players. My bad. All right. So we got 5,400 bucks. Let me go see if I can remember some of my plays. Aldridge favors. Don't mind RHJ as I mentioned. You can go Michael Porter. Like I said, I'm a little iffy about how much they're going to play him, but just for the sake of this, we'll put him in there. Gives you 3,900. That gives you a $7,000 center. You just missed Capella, which kind of sucks. You can go to Cantor if you want to. Yeah, not really feeling anyone else there. Kind of sucks this isn't working because I need my cheat sheet back. All right, well, I guess that's not going to work, huh? Huh. Okay, well, that's kind of where I'm stuck at. Sorry, that cheat sheet just died at the end. But yeah, I'm mostly going to be spinning up on my center, probably Vukovic or Capella. Who else did I like? I don't, like I said, I don't think I really like anyone. You can look at Lopez, but that's just. Oh yeah, shoot, my bad. The guy that I did mention. Oh man, my bad. Kawhi Leonard, there he is. Sorry, Myers Leonard, not Kawhi Leonard. You got 3,400 bucks. You could definitely go spend up. If you don't want to go Michael Porter, you can maybe go spend up, and you got $7,300 for maybe Aldridge, if you want favors, he's in a solid spot. If you can get Bam, I would definitely recommend having Bam. Like I said, since he plays the center, and Indiana's not that great against the center, so there's a lot of options out there. you can easily make a pretty solid lineup for sure. So that is mostly it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like. I honestly do appreciate your guys' likes. It does help out a lot. And also, if you guys are new here, hit that sub button for more NBA advice videos. And if you guys want to get in on premium, check out our website in the comment section below. And also, we will have Sportsbook as well. Yesterday was not the greatest for us. We got screwed by Portland with that buzzer beater. We had Toronto by 2. Kind of a trap game, unfortunately, but it happens once in a while. So yeah, would love for you guys to come join us and yeah, hang out with us. So that is it for Wednesday. Hopefully, you guys have a good Wednesday. Like I said, check out all the injury news. We'll see you guys here on Thursday.